Hello everyone! So today we're going to do some portfolio work. Sorry for yesterday. Yesterday was kind of difficult. I thought the sound was going to be fine. It was not going to be fine. I had to fix a few things here and there. Thankfully I was able to fix it. So now you can hear me and you can hear the music. The music is by Game Chops, which is a channel where they take video game music and then they kind of mix it up and do their own covers and stuff like that, so that is as stream safe as they can be. Then another thing, hi, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Cookie and Cream. Thank you. I also finally figured out what was going on with my chat. The chat was not appearing on screen for the longest time, and I didn't know why, and I finally understood why. So basically, I accidentally, when I was customizing the chat overlay, I accidentally ended up deleting the entire code for I deleted the entire code for the chat, so the chat was not working and not appearing because of that. I accidentally just... Anyway, I found that out. I was able to restart the code and now everything is going fine. The portfolio is going to be for like... It's going to be story portfolio, also game portfolio, because I would love to work for like a game studio one day, and I've seen a few here in Europe that I really like, and I kind of want to do work that kind of goes with the same vibes. Also, yeah, today is going to be portfolio day. And after, I'm not counting on doing the entire piece today, so if we end up having time by the end, I'll just do some fan art. I was thinking about doing Wonderful Precure, because I'm kind of in the middle of the season. I'm really behind in the episodes. But hopefully I'll be able to pick up the pace, and I wanted to do some fan art for that as well, especially now that we got the design reveals for the boy Precures that are going to be in this season. Thank you so much, Special Edgar, thank you. So without further ado, let's begin. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. So, this is the piece I'm doing. I called it Cry Me Not. It's a little bit based on Little Nightmares. It's from my project Bunny Face, so it's based on Little Nightmares. It's based on Alice Madness Returns. This type of idea definitely brings some Alice in Wonderland vibes, because because of the flower heads that cry as well. And yeah, I actually did this one before, and I was going to post it on Instagram, and I never ended up doing it because the first one was actually made traditionally. I did it entirely, you know, by hand. I did it with watercolor, and this was the result. Wait, no, this was the result. So I didn't like how it came out. I feel like, and this one in terms of colors is actually better than the real deal. The colors ended up a bit muddy. I was able to fix it with Photoshop, but still, it was a little bit muddy. And then The composition was kind of off as well. I actually like this composition a lot more because Hazel is a lot smaller, and then there's a lot more breathing room around here as well. So I like this one better. I'm still going to go with the watercolor feel, and the colors are going to be in the same, around the same hues. It's going to be fun, I think. So today what we're going to do is actually finish lining up all this. Hello Migratory Eagle, I'm new here. Beth and Hansen, wow, that is looking gorgeous. Thank you so much. And so let's begin. So today, for this one in particular, I'm actually going to use my subbrush that kind of looks like graphite pencil. You can kind of see the texture. I actually love this brush. And I don't remember if it had to be a certain way, or if I had to configure it a little bit. I think I did something with the size. Okay, that's about it. Probably that's about it. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really glad I was able to fix the sound, because I think that streaming a little bit of my not YouTube work would be a pretty fun way of doing the work I'm supposed to do, and be able to... Hold on. Thank you so much for Migratory Eagle that just subscribed, and... Ah yes, thankfully it appeared. I didn't see it for a second, the alert, but thank you. So as I was saying, this is basically a good way of basically making me do the work that I'm supposed to do for like portfolio and stuff without thinking, oh, but I'm not working for the next video, because technically this counts as a video as well. It's not going to be as long as like the ZZZ streams that I did last time. Honestly, I was actually pushing my luck there. I feel like I'm probably not built to do super long streams. Like, they're fun, don't get me wrong, but it's actually a lot harder than it looks, because you need to keep up the energy, and by the end of the stream I was always super tired. In terms of like new things, I subscribe to artists and beginner YouTubers to give them confidence. Oh, thank you, Migratory Eagle. So, oh my god. Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm actually an artist from Portugal, and Portugal right now is in a very interesting situation. By the way, if you can hear a fan in the background, I'll explain why. So basically, like the other day, we started to have a lot of wildfires. And thankfully, I'm in a part of the country where there isn't a fire happening, at least not that I know of. But that doesn't mean that I don't feel the consequences of the fires, because there's smoke everywhere. Like, if you go outside, there's literally like ashes floating around. It's a bit crazy, to be honest. And because of that, obviously, I'm not going to open up my window to ventilate the room, but I need to ventilate somehow, because it gets super super hot in my room this time of day. Jayanti KR, you are a great artist. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Migratory Eagle. That means a lot. And just like so you get an idea of how bad the fires are, Portugal doesn't usually get mentioned on like the American CNN, but I was literally having lunch and they were talking about the fires here, so that tells me exactly what I need to know about how bad it is. Like, it's not just bad for us, it seems to be telling something that it's more important than that. Oh, hi Anna. Yes, but the fires are really bad. We have like dozens of them active right now, which is kind of terrifying, honestly. I think we lost 3 firefighters, either since the beginning of this or yesterday. It's been a bit aggressive. I don't think we've talked this much about fires. Like, don't get me wrong, we usually have fires during the summer, but I don't think they were this bad in a long time. I think last time we talked so much about fires was probably when the Dragon Grande happened a few years back. I was in Aveiro in the weekend and kept choking. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, the fires they're crazy. And I think the wind doesn't help because it's super windy right now. I think in the news article that I saw, I think the entirety of Portugal is having like a current of wind that is very, very strong, and it's coming from the east, and that is just it's terrible for the fires, as you can imagine. And we also have another problem, which is people with big lands. Sometimes they don't take care of the land that they have, so there's a lot of dead leaves and just unkept land that is a lot more prone to fires and wildfires. Thank you so much, Migratory Eagle, and thank you, Beth and Henson. Yeah, I hope this goes away pretty fast. And it's also bad time. It's never a good timing for this, but it's extra bad timing because school just started and a lot of schools had to close. From what I heard, anyway. No wind increase, it's in the higher places to do. Don't ask how I know. Yeah. I mean, we were having a drought as well, so that probably didn't help either. Moving on, we also are almost at 10k subscribers, and I'm thinking of doing a 10k special when the time comes, where I draw you guys as your OCs on stream, like I did a few, like last year. Last year I did that and it was really fun. So I kind of want to do it again, but this time as a celebration. I think the way I'm going to do it is going to be very similar to last time as well. Yeah, the drought is just making it worse, yeah. Yes, because I mentioned, I think I said before that I wanted to do this eventually, the drawing your OCs again. But I remember I said back then it was probably like, well, if I'm going to do it, it's going to be as a special. And at the time I didn't have 5k, so I said, oh, maybe on the 5k. But then I realized, oh, 5k it's a little low of a number to do a special, like a very special. So I decided to increase it to the 10k. I'm glad you guys like the idea. We're almost there, so it's probably not going to take that long. Next week I'm also going to start school again. So for those who don't know, last year I graduated from college, and with a graduate in design. And this year I was not in school, I was trying to get a job, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get one in my area or otherwise, like my line of study or otherwise. And I realized that it wasn't exactly because people didn't like my work or didn't like my portfolio necessarily, but it was because I simply don't have experience. Unfortunately, I don't have work experience, and obviously studios love when there's a lot of studios love to say, oh, I want someone for this job, but they need to have at least 5 years of experience. And I'm like, well, I just got out of college. How am I going to get that experience? So what I decided to do was actually going back to school and taking a master's. So I'm going to take a master's in media, and it's going to be in media and also interactive media, so video games and also interactive performances and stuff like that, and it's going to be really fun. I'm going to have animation as a class. I'm going to have 2 animation classes, so that's so cool. I'm really excited. I'm going to start next week. So next stream, I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up the 1 video a week that I've been trying to do for a few months now. Just because I don't know how my life is going to be, and probably I'm going to see how the week goes so that I can see what I can do during the week. How would we submit the OCs? Okay, so I'm going to talk about that later on. Once we get close to that. Oh, you got to go back to school. Okay, bye. Thank you so much for joining us. So the OC stuff, we're going to talk about it later. Once we're closer, or once we are surpassed the 10k goal. But last time what we did was I told you guys about an hashtag, and that you could use on Instagram. But this time, I'm pretty sure I'm going to expand that to also include Twitter, and you guys need to tag me in it, probably, and then I'll choose during the live stream. And it's a bit of a first comes, first served type of deal. Last time it worked pretty well, but last time I didn't have as many people watching me, so I have no idea how it's going to work out next time. Also, when it comes to streams, I really wanted to do streams during October, and I wanted them to be Halloween specials. So I could either do art of my characters from my comic, which is called Cryptid Lake, and I could either do art for that, or I could play a horror game. So right now the horror games that I have, or Halloween themed games that I have, is Luigi's Mansion, which I started last year and I didn't finish. Or I also have Little Goody Two Shoes, which is yes, I love the spooky season as well, Bethan. Yeah, the spooky season is the best one, honestly, to me at least. And that is saying a lot when it comes from someone that was born in December and has a lot of good memories in December and winter season, and as well as Christmas season. But yeah, spooky season, for me, the best one. I love to watch a lot of like silly, like the sort of silly Halloween movies, like not actually horror. I get a bit bored of horror sometimes. I really love the silly, like kitty type Halloween things. So, for example, a few years ago, Disney did a Muppet special that was based on the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland, and I was like, oh my god, I need to see it, and I saw it and I loved it. I loved it so much. Another thing that is really fun to watch during spooky season is The Nightmare Before Christmas. There's also, with The Nightmare Before Christmas, in your guys' opinion, is it a Christmas movie or is it a Halloween movie? Because technically, I think there is an answer to it. But hi there, been hanging out for a bit and I love the energy here. Your art is so pretty and I love spooky season as well. Thank you so much, Evan Tamara. Thank you for joining us. So, to me, I think there is technically a right answer and a right answer, but there isn't technically a wrong answer. I think it could be either. Yeah, in my opinion, I think it's probably a little bit of both. Because, just because of the theme, I feel like it's a bit of both. But I also think it premiered pretty close to Christmas. So technically speaking, it's a Christmas movie. But then again, I don't know, because I used to watch it a lot when I was decorating my Christmas tree when I was a kid. But now, as an adult, I feel like I watch it a lot more on Halloween. Yes, a bit of both. Like, there's people that have very, very intense opinions on this. Thankfully, I think the majority of people just accepts it as probably both and just moves on. what are your like favorite Halloween movies? Like the ones that you love to watch on Halloween? One thing that I love to watch on Halloween is Crypt TV and their movies. Crypt TV is a channel here on YouTube, and they do horror content, and it's really, really good. And they have like this mini series, and it's all practical effects, I think, and it's actually pretty good. My favorite series my favorite series from them, I think it was Shelly, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember. I haven't seen in a while, and I haven't seen the new ones either, so that would be pretty fun to see on Halloween as well. I think I see it a lot more on the Halloween side, whether it's in retail. I see. So there's that channel, and then there's the movies that are on Netflix, which, I mean, I don't remember which ones are available to me right now. Get Out was available for a little while, but I didn't get the chance to actually see it. I haven't really had a Halloween movie tradition yet. My wife had me watch Coraline for the first time last year. Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. That's a really good, fun, Halloween-y thing. I love Coraline. I watched it in the cinema when I was a kid, and you know when you're a kid and you get scared in the cinema and you kind of just go to your parents' lap? My sister had to do that pretty early on because she's younger than me, and I was almost able to go through the entirety of the movie without sitting on my parents' lap, but then the other mother turned into a spider, and I'm terrified of spiders, and I just finished the movie on my parents' lap. Because I was just so scared. I still can't believe that's a kid's movie. It's a really good movie. Laika overall has really cool movies. And I really love the technology they have for the stop motion animation. But then again, I'm a bit of an animation nerd, so I really love all the things they did to make the movies really good. Paranorman from Laika is also a really cool Halloween movie to watch. I hope I can see that this year. Monster High is always a fun revisit for me. Yes. Oh, I think they have like a few of the Monster High movies that I grew up with on Netflix. That would be really fun to watch. I hadn't watched that since I was a kid. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, you have to check it out. It's pretty good. The claymation. Okay, so movies like The Nightmare Before Christmas, it's done with clay puppets, but Coraline is actually made with resin. They have like multiple faces, and then they snap the faces and the mouth shapes onto the puppet. So it's actually a mixture of silicone and resin. And when they were working on Coraline, they actually hand painted every plate from start to finish, and they hand painted that. It was, oh my god, I saw like videos on it, like promotions and stuff, and It's amazing how much work they put into it and how much love every character has put into them. The stop motion, I love stop motion, I love the puppets. I feel like making puppets does have a certain quality to it. I think it does bring a little bit of, I suppose, passion that is a little bit harder to show when it's actually CGI. Not saying CGI is not good. I love CGI. I love animating in 3D. That's actually how I prefer to animate. But yeah, I as someone who does 3D animation and someone who does love 3D animation, I can also see what other types of animation do better. Yeah, they put a lot of effort into it. The amount of effort and love it takes to make physical animation is a whole new level. Yes, absolutely. And it's incredibly expensive as well. I'm kind of sad because I love Laika's movies and they haven't released one in a long time. Like, the last time they released something in cinema was, I think it was this year, where they re-released Coraline. Coraline was their first movie, and honestly, oh my god, what a good first movie for the studio. They have other movies, so they have Paranorman, which I talked about. I don't think people know that one as much as Coraline, but oh my god, is it so good. It's so funny. I love it. The other ones, I don't know if people know so well. So for example, Kubo and the Two Strings is also pretty cool. I like that one a lot. Box Trolls I didn't like as much, but it was still a fun watch. And the other one they had was Missing Link. I really liked that one, but like, I really like that one. And I don't remember if I saw that one in English or in Portuguese, because I have a feeling I probably had the opportunity to watch it in English, and I ended up not watching it in English because Link is voiced by César Mourão in Portugal, and I think everyone likes him because he is a comedian and he's really good. He's really funny. And I mean, look, if I have the opportunity of seeing another character portrayed by him, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, so those are good ones. The one I mentioned before, like the Muppet special, is also pretty good. I think it was... Do you speak any other languages? I speak English and I speak Portuguese. Portuguese is my first language. Other languages, so I understand Spanish to a degree, and I had French in school, but I don't speak French. Unfortunately, little stuck from that language. And I tried learning Swedish with Duolingo. I'm still in the very beginning of the course. So don't ask me a lot, because I don't know much. I do feel like most people here are probably from America, I think. Just taking into consideration my analytics, I think. The link for the stream of the music that is playing right now, it's in the description. Is the first or the second link on the in the description under the music section. Yeah, that's how school language learning goes without it in-person experience. Yeah, in-person experience is it's good. So my thing with English is that I used to hate English. Like, I hated it. And one day I ended up starting to learn it, and I put more effort in, and it started to be really easy. So the thing is, learning English is actually pretty easy just because of the abundance of things that you have in English that are readily available and that are incredibly mainstream. So what I basically ended up doing to learn English was I just started consuming a lot of English content, and that kind of counted as in-person experience, where I was reading and watching and hearing English all the time. I started to remember words, and eventually I was able to be pretty fluent. I'm from America, but I find other languages so fascinating and interesting. I only fluently speak English, but I know a little of several languages. That's great! Learning languages, and actually learning languages, gets easier and easier the more languages you know. So when I was trying to learn Swedish, I realized that a few words are very similar to English, and so they are much easier to learn, to like remember. My first language is Russian, but I'm in the US right now. Yes. Russian is probably Russian must be like an interesting language, because if you don't so the thing about Russian and Portuguese, they don't have anything in common, but for some reason they sound so much alike. And I'm not talking about Brazilian Portuguese, because Brazilian Portuguese kind of has a different sound to it. It's a bit more sing-songy and a bit more soft. But Portuguese from Portugal is like... it's like really... It sounds Russian. It's really weird. Hello, Dazai! How are you? A little sick, but fine. You need to be careful. If you go out, you need to wear a mask because of the smoke. Oh my god, yes, it's because of Latin roots in both languages. Oh, does Russian have Latin roots? I didn't know that. I thought they had like Slavic roots and Germanic roots. I didn't think they had Latin in there as well. Honestly, if Russian has a bit of Latin roots in there, it makes a lot more sense. But I also feel like it's the way we speak. They have Slavic characters, but they use a lot of Latin references as well. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, it's just so baffling to me, because Portugal and Russia are literally in opposite sides of Europe. I am with 2 masks already. Oh my god. Yeah, but it's really... It's really strong today, isn't it? I didn't go out today exactly because of that. I love what you're drawing looks so pretty. Thank you so much. I can actually show you how it looks from afar. It's a little bit based on Alice in Wonderland and Little Nightmares and things like that. And hopefully it's going to turn out well. So, I really love this idea of just tears streaming down like a fountain. Hi, Lila. Welcome. This idea kind of came from the statue from Alice Madness Returns, where she cries. Where it's a statue of Alice crying. It's really pretty. Oh, thank you so much, Bethan. Hello, Amber. Welcome. Oh, someone subscribed earlier. Oh my god, okay. How am I going to say... Sorry. How am I going to say your name? Ariane has subscribed. Thank you so much for the sub. Oop. Let me see how the music's going. The one with the bride is the Corpse Bride. And it's actually really good as well. Oh my god, yes, Daza, you're right. It is the Mad Max color palette. The skies are so orange right now. Just crazy, oh my god. Oh my gosh, I watched Corpse Bride for the first time last year as well. Yes, it's a good one. Again, another one where I watched it as a kid and was completely terrified by it. For a few weeks, I was having trouble sleeping after that because I feel like I was probably a little bit too young to have watched it. It's a good movie, don't get me wrong. I watched a little bit of it yesterday, I think, and I enjoyed it a lot, so... But yeah, to me, the idea of... I feel like that's because as a child, I had a lot of fears of zombies and mummies. I don't know why, but it's one of those things that you get like really scared of as a kid. And I was super scared of that. So a Corpse Bride? Dude, it messed me up as a kid. It definitely helped having my wife to console me while I watched it. I do have to say, there are a few things about the Corpse Bride that I'm like, oh, that's kind of silly. But that's also part of the fun, I think. Like the idea of Victor and Victoria being like, oh, but I love Victor, or I love Victoria. And I'm like, you literally just met. They literally meet the same day he meets the Corpse Bride. Emily, I think that's her name. So I don't know. It's silly, but it makes sense in the story, and I actually like it. creating my first comic right now. It's lovely that you are too. Great inspiration. Thank you so much. I hope your comic comes along pretty well as well. I'm pretty close to announcing when the comic is going to be launched. So I'm really excited about that as well. I just need the right moment to do it. Love at first sight for the corpse sprite. Yeah. Oh, so your comic is about magical girls? That's pretty cool. I feel like the genre is getting like a resurgence, isn't it? Oh, talking about that, did you guys see the new trailer for the new Madoka Magica movie? Oh my god, it looks so awesome. I'm really excited about that. I hope it's as good as like Rebellion, because we've been waiting so long, but so long for a new Madoka Magica movie. We've been waiting for like 10 years, no? I feel like they have a lot of expectations to meet, to be honest. Spring of FNAF can be cataloged as a zombie. Yes, definitely. The what movie? Yeah! You didn't know? Okay, so Madoka Magica is doing another movie which happens after Madoka Magica Rebellion. It's called Madoka Magica Walpurga Snatch, something like that. And it's going to take place like right after. And the characters have like different designs, like updated designs. Sayaka has her whole face covered for some reason. And oh my god, it's just really fun. They did a concept trailer a few years back where they were basing the whole movie in like ballet, and I hope they kind of kept a little bit of it, because I really, really love the magical girl and ballet mix. It seems like we're going to be having... It seems like we're going to spend a lot of time with... what's the name of the girl? Nagisa? The Bebe? The girl that Bebe was before she was a magical girl? Or a witch, I guess. That's so cool. I haven't heard of the series, but I'll have to check it out. I love ballets. No, the series itself, it's not ballet themed. If you want a ballet themed magical girl show, you need to watch Princess Tutu. But Madoka Magica had a concept trailer where I think they were going with that. The series itself, it's pretty standard magical girl series until episode 3. After that, it becomes... Look, if you never watched it, I'm not going to say anything because I feel like you need to see that without spoilers. That's a lot better if you are not spoiled. Actually taught ballet and I'm looking to teach again. Oh, that's so cool. Made in Abyss, mahaha. Yeah, I know you wanna watch Made in Abyss. We need to watch it someday. But it's the same vibe, right? You watched Boy and the Heron? I did not. I don't think The Boy and the Heron was in Portuguese cinemas. At least not where I'm at. Or if they were, it was like kind of obfuscated by other movies, which is a little bit of a shame. I kind of want to watch it too, though. But I've heard really good things about it. Was incredible? Yeah. It's on Max now. I don't have HBO Max though. In Portugal, the majority of Ghibli movies are on Netflix. So maybe it's going to go to Netflix or maybe Disney Plus. Because I've heard that they also are thinking of putting the Ghibli movies on Disney Plus. And if that's the case, I'm happy because I do have both. It's probably Mario Galaxy, yeah. Portuguese cinema? Yes, because I'm from Portugal. I live in Portugal. So if that ever were to come out in cinemas here, I would have probably watched it. But I don't remember seeing it in the theaters. My wife and I have been watching Ghibli Fest this year and trying to catch every movie. Oh, I have so many movies to catch up to. But every time I want to watch a Ghibli movie, I end up defaulting to the same ones because I love them so much. But yeah, that sounds great, honestly. The other day I watched Harrieti. And it was a pretty good movie. I mean, every Ghibli movie is a good movie, I think, with a few exceptions, I feel. But even those exceptions, it's more word of mouth. I haven't actually watched the ones that people don't usually like. But yeah, I hope to I hope to see the other ones as well. It was so fun to see the ones you haven't seen, yeah. Oh, hello, Munchie. Thank you so much. A Harrieti hair clip, oh my god, that's so cute. Yeah, so my favorite Ghibli movie is Ponyo because it has such happy vibes. I really love it. It's so cozy. It always makes me feel better. So Ponyo is my favorite. And then other ones that I really love are Kiki Delivery Service and Howl's Moving Castle as well, and Spirited Away. Those are the ones that I really love. I also watched The Wind Rises, but The Wind Rises, it was fun, it was good. It was not my favorite though. Ghibli movies are so special, I love them, and I just saw Ponyo and Spirited Away. They are really good. They are really whimsical, yes. Oh, so you're from Brazil? Yeah, again, I don't know if we had it on the cinema, and I just didn't watch it. That's actually probably why, because in Portugal we've been having a few anime movies lately. Ponyo is just so precious. It is. I love Ponyo. Tokyo Magnitude, it's so cute. A little hard in the end, but it's so nice. Ours is next on Ghibli lineup. Our wedding rings are the house rings. We're so excited to see it in theaters. Oh my god! That's so cute! Am I missing out by not watching Spirited Away? Yes. So it's about this little girl, and she actually. How am I going to explain Spirited Away? So Spirited Away, it's about this little girl that ends up exploring an abandoned theme park that she then discovers it's actually a place kinda for the spirits. Her parents end up eating a banquet that they shouldn't have because that banquet was for the spirits, and the parents become pigs. So, after that, it's her job to save her family. And that's exactly what's the movie about. It's about her living near the spirits and trying to save her parents. I'm explaining it poorly, I think, but I feel like you probably get the idea. It's really good. It's probably one of the best movies from Ghibli, to be honest. Yeah, I was having that issue as well. It is a bit wild to describe Spirited Away. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a perfect movie, but Jesus, it's so hard to explain the plot. And I think that's also because of the way Miyazaki works his movie plots. So basically, it doesn't have everything planned out from the beginning. So things can get pretty wild. Oh my god, so much Ghibli merch, yeah. I don't have a lot of Ghibli merch. I have like 1 or 2 things that are Ghibli themed. I wish I had more though. Ghibli's so good. Well, 100% the plot and art is amazing with how it's done. Yes, they are incredible movies. It's also a studio that shows that it's not impossible to have a studio where you do 2D animation and the 2D animation is profitable. Because I feel like there's a lot of Western... When I say Western, I mean more American studios, where it seems like they don't think 2D animation in feature films can be profitable, which is not true. Europe as well has shown that 2D animation and traditional animation can be profitable as well. Tengoku Daimyako backgrounds are like Ghibli, at least are pretty good. Oh, where what's that? Is that a video game? Any future videos you're planning? Yes, I'm planning on I'm planning on a video where I draw my comic characters in Pokemon. I'm already working on it. I haven't finished it, but I'm already working on it, and hopefully I'll be able to show that this week. On Sunday, hopefully. It's an anime. Oh, I have to watch it then. Oh yes, I feel like 2D animation is definitely more flexible when it comes to expressing something. Not that 3D animation can't do it, or stop motion animation can't do it. It's just that the lines themselves tell a lot. The lines themselves tell a lot in the way, the speed they are drawn. And unfortunately, I think people sort of forget that. Studios forget that a lot as well. It's like a little bit in the same way. What's that movie called? Wish from Disney. It could have been a 2D animated movie, and it wasn't because they thought it wouldn't be as profitable, which is a shame. Because I think it would have been really cool if they were to make, and also in terms of marketing, it would have been pretty good marketing saying, oh, the first 2D animation movie since Winnie the Pooh, you know? Disney animated feature since Winnie the Pooh. It would have been interesting on top of it being the movie that was celebrating the 100 years. They tried to do a mix of 2D and 3D where they used shading, where they used shaders that kind of looked like watercolor, but I think it wasn't absolutely there. I feel like it probably should have been a little bit more refined. I think in English is Heavenly Delusion. Oh, I have to see it. I'm an animator and I can tell this is so true. Yeah. I actually do animations as well. I haven't done it in a long while. I'm at a bit of a crossroads where I haven't found a good animation software that I love using. So every time I do animation, I actually animate on Photoshop because I love the brushes in Photoshop. I know I have other programs like Toon Boom, Harmony that also has raster-based brushes, but it's pretty expensive, and I'm already spending so much money on Adobe Cloud. I can't afford to buy more stuff. Clip Studio is a good option. I don't know, I'm incredibly used to Photoshop. I don't know if I'd be able to switch to Clip Studio. I'd like something like the animation of Puss in Boots. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I do feel like it's the Puss in Boots movie. It's probably very inspired by the Spider-Verse movie in terms of rendering styles and things like that. As well as, I believe, probably Arcane. Because that painterly style became really, really popular. It's been pretty popular lately. They did the Ninja Turtle movie as well in that style. It looks pretty good. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks pretty good. And I think people liked it as well, didn't they? Oh yeah, would you say animating in Clip Studio Paint is like intuitive, or do you need to learn an entire new program? Like, is the switch from Photoshop to Clip Studio seamless, or does it have a learning curve? Arcane is really good. Artistically, I haven't seen the show yet. I've seen episode 1, but then they kill a cat, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm a bit too much of a cat lady. I feel my computer probably is having a lot of stuff going on, because my model is going kind of weird. Oh, maybe it's my internet actually. Let me do one thing. But yeah, that was probably the whole reason why I actually never finished the first season of Arcane. The second season is coming out, so I probably should watch it. I'm very curious about it. Because I've heard they actually took the... like they did a really good job with Jinx, I think. From what I heard, anyway. And I kind of want to see what they did. In practice, you know. To me, watching series and stuff like that, it's also... it's not only entertainment, it's also a way of learning. I see reading comics in the same way, where I usually read comics to learn how to make comics. It's a bit more analytic than it could be, but it's still fun. Like sometimes it's just stop and watch as the panels go by, and it's really pretty. Like one of the mangas that I'm reading right now, that I've been reading lately, that I like a lot is The Girl from the Other Side. That one is amazing. I love it. And the other one that I've been reading, it's Witch at Atelier, which is going to have an anime adaptation. I'm pretty sure it's going to have one. And I've seen the trailer and it looks pretty good. It looks a little bit too polished, but it looks pretty good. But I also feel like most people will feel like that when comparing the anime to the manga, because the manga art is just so beautiful, so incredibly beautiful, that it's really hard to get to that point. And it's actually really impossible to do art like Witch at Atelier without without kinda simplifying it. Which is a shame, because simplifying the style actually takes what's so special about it. WeChat Atelier, I think it's going to release next year. I'm pretty sure. And I hope they take all the time they need to make that anime a great anime, because the manga is just simply amazing. And it should receive all the love it can get. I actually visited Paris this year, and I think WeChat Atelier is pretty popular in France. I might be wrong, but they had... I went to a manga store there, and they had WeChat Atelier pretty prominently displayed. And I've also seen a lot of interviews with the author of WeChat Atelier, and they were all in French. So I'm pretty sure they love WeChat Atelier back there. I can't blame them, honestly. And to visit France at some point. Yeah, it was actually pretty interesting because it was not during the games, it was before the games, but they were clearly preparing for it. It was a very interesting experience. I do have a few how do you call it in English? Stacks? So, like a folder of like pictures on Instagram of the trip, and it was really fun. I visited the Louvre, but unfortunately I only had a morning to see the whole museum, and I ended up not seeing a lot of it, unfortunately. Which I'm really sad, because I did went to Paris when I was a little kid, and we did visit the Louvre, and we did see basically not the entirety of the museum, but we saw a good part of it, and I liked it then. But one thing is visiting a museum and an art museum when you're like 10. Another thing is visiting an art museum when you just finished art college, you just had like 7 years of art just poured into your brain, and just had like years and years of art history. And seeing the pieces that you learn in books in real life is a completely different experience. I remember that in the beginning of the tour of the museum, I actually took out my phone so I could take a few pictures of the art pieces, but I ended up not taking a lot of pictures. I took like 2 or 3, and then I didn't took any more because thank you, Purple. Thank you for the sub. And I only took those pictures because when you look at the art in real life, it's a completely different energy. Like the painting itself has a completely different energy. Yes, Bethan, yes, it's totally different. It's way too different, honestly. It seems like when you see it in real life, it has a lot more soul in it. It's almost like the figures in the paintings will pop out of the frame. It's that intense of a feeling. And I took those pictures, and after that I realized it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter that I'm taking pictures, because I'm not going to be able to capture the energy that this has. Thank you so much, Jesper Takami. Thank you. I've been thinking about doing more tutorials. I feel like the next logical step would be how to draw faces. Since last time I did how to draw bodies. And how to draw faces seems to be the logical conclusion. I need to get time to do it though. It's like take a photo of the moon. I suppose you can say that it's completely different when you take a picture and then when you actually see it in real life. It's a bit different because I don't think... it's a bit different because the art, like the paintings have, I believe, a lot more... they have more intentionality. Like, the moon is beautiful because it's nature, and the paintings are beautiful because someone clearly took a lot of time and a lot of care when making them. Oh, you guys would like how to draw faces video? I'm still trying to understand what I want to do with faces as well, so that's why I haven't also done it. So do I do like how to draw faces and draw like anime noses, or do I do the shape noses? I don't know, I'm still deciding. I feel like I can probably mention, oh, you can draw shapes as noses. Noses as shapes. And that will be... because on the one hand, I actually like my drawings more when they have anime noses, but I realized that my character designs are much more diverse when I use shapes as nose shapes. I feel like that's something I think so much about because last year I went to a convention, an artists convention for professionals, and I showed my lineup for Cryptid Lake. And I thought the characters looked pretty different from one another, but someone said, in a portfolio review, someone said, oh, they look the same. They look like the same girl with different hair. And I'm like, oh. I was so shaken by that, honestly. I was like, oh, that's my worst fear. So I didn't know what I was going to do about that. I did end up, because I've already drawn like so many pages of Cryptid Lake, I feel like if I suddenly change styles, it will be very jarring. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it though. I love shaped noses. It's so unique. And anime is classic too. Yes. I do love the shapes though. I feel like it can't be any character though. Like, if I've drawn them with anime noses, I feel like I'm going to feel kind of weird when seeing them with shape noses. That's how I feel though, which is a shame. I wish I could just do the cartoony one always and not feel like... because I also feel like you guys probably like the anime style more as well, which also puts a little bit of pressure for me to do the anime style rather than the cartoony style. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't finished drawing the entirety of chapter 1, so maybe chapter 2 will have a different style. But I also don't want to be like... sorry. Like my eye started to sting. Jesus. But I also don't want to put my readers through like art style swapping every chapter, you know. Thank you so much, Jasper. Thank you. I love drawing noses with fun shapes and stuff. It's so fun and makes them feel so unique. It does. That's part of the reason why I'm so conflicted. Because I'm so used to seeing my characters with like dot noses, but then they look so unique when they have shapes. It's an actual tragedy. It's so sad though. Bunny Face though is my only project that is 100% cartoony. And I know it doesn't seem that way because most of the characters don't have a nose. So technically Canel has a bunny nose. So it's just a V. And then Hazel also has a V as a nose because she wears a mask. And so the nose is actually painted on. Oleander, he's a bunny, so it doesn't have shapes as noses. And then 9 has a sheet over his face, so we don't actually see his actual face. We only see the covers that he uses. But once I start to design the characters that will appear like later on in the story, like for example, if I ever want to do like a flashback where we see the mom, she's probably going to have shapes as noses, as a nose, yeah. Okay, see you later, Dazai. Hello, Waffle. Thank you so much. Welcome. We're working on some portfolio art. I can zoom back a little bit so you can see the whole thing. So it's a bit based on Alice in Wonderland, like I said before. I'm starting to doubt me doing these scribbly lines. I mean, well, it might still work. We'll see. I wonder if someone left a window open. Because like my eyes are kind of weird right now. I want the background, like this part, to be pretty detailed, but not too detailed. Because if they are too detailed, they're going to take away from my focal points, which are Hazel right here and this flower. Oh, I want this one to be... Thank you so much. It gives storybook energy. Oh, thank you. That's actually a little bit of what I'm going for. I really love children's books as well. Children's books illustrations as well. Hello, I'm a beginner artist and your art is so pretty. You seem really sweet. Thank you so much. Are you studying somewhere or did you study? Yes, I studied in art high school and art college. I kind of don't want to say where I studied though. For personal reasons. And I am going to study again this year as well. I'm going to take my master's in media and interactive media. So I'll probably be able to do video games after this. And that's kind of the point. Me to be able to work for the video game industry. Thank you for understanding. Actually need to do another one, another work where, so my mom works in a library and she wanted me to do a poster based on the Telltale Heart of Edgar Allan Poe, and I do have like a sketch and everything, and I need to do it before October, so it's getting a bit tight in terms of time, but we'll see. Oop, hold on. I'm back! Hold on, wait. Okay. That's so weird. Okay, let me take out of studio mode. Okay. Okay, it's working now. So someone was calling out for me, and I just went to them just to tell them, hey, I'm streaming right now. I'll do that afterwards. Hi everyone, welcome. This feels a lot like graphite paint, doing graphite drawings, because of the texture and also because of the way I'm doing it as well. When I used to do so much like traditional art. I haven't done it in a really long time, but I used to do it a lot, especially when it came to schoolwork that I had to do. And it was always super fun. It was a little bit of a mess because traditional supplies are a little bit of a mess. Like when I used to use oil pastels were like my hands would be so dirty afterwards because oil pastels just stain everything. The music's stopping a lot. I think I turned on the VPN by accident. Yeah, it's not... Okay, hold on. Sorry, I need to fix this real quick. Okay. And now let me see the music. Oh, I see. It's actually the streaming of the music that is... Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually go to my other one then. Just a second.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software
I'm
where
sorry.
you can manage everything and anything.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Sorry, sorry for the ad there. Jeez. Not working again. What? No, I think that it might be because I have too many things open, actually. That's a shame. I can't close anything else. Let's see. So yeah, right now it's just going to be Zelda music. Hello, hello! Welcome, Zolfa! Going a little back on our conversation, one thing that I really like to watch during Halloween, it's The Watcher, like with those YouTubers that did the BuzzFeed Unsolved one. I mean, I haven't seen The Watcher since the controversy that they were in. But, I mean, the videos are still fun, but I don't know how to feel about it because of what they did. Which, if you guys didn't know, they basically did their own streaming service and said, oh, okay, well, we appreciate everything that you guys have done for us, but now everything that we have on this channel is going to be on a streaming platform that you need to pay for. And basically, that was such a weird thing that they did, and everything was super mad because they said, everyone was like, well, I'm not going to pay, like, when they said something like, for the low price of $5 a month, and everyone was like, that's not very low. And if I have to choose between Netflix for a month or BuzzFeed and not BuzzFeed, The Watcher, I'm going to choose Netflix because I'm going to have a lot more stuff there. And I saw that situation and I was like, well, at the time I felt like, well, it's not that big of a deal. And to this day, I'm like, that's not that big of a deal. It's a bit weird, to be sure, but it's not that big of a deal. But still, it was a weird choice to make. And everyone was kind of upset. And now I don't know, the internet gave me a weird view of them that I didn't have before, and now I don't know how to feel when I watch their stuff. So now I've been watching a lot of Creepcasts, which is by by two YouTubers, Meat Canyon or Papa Meat, and then Windagoon. And it's actually really fun because it's about creepypastas and all that stuff, and ARGs and r/no sleep stuff. It's actually really fun. They are both very fun. They have a really good chemistry. They are incredible hosts, and they have only been online for like a year, almost a year, and they already have so many inside jokes. It's amazing. I have so much fun watching them. Do you guys have any other like fun Halloween YouTube channels that I could watch during the spooky season? Because like for me, the spooky season already started, but I really want to know what you guys watch. If I remember correctly, there's a Precure season about witches, isn't there? I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's very good. Because people, when they talk about Precure, I noticed that they don't talk about that season all that much. But I've seen it. I've seen a lot about it, but people don't talk about it that much. So weird. Dross, but it's in Spanish, and it's not the same as in 2011. Oh, that's a shame. I mean, look, if it's in Spanish, I understand Spanish more or less, but I mean, it depends on the type of content. Oh, I need to up my game and watch some more spooky channels. Yeah, there's so much. It also depends, because when you go with spooky channels, it depends on the type of spooky that you want, because you can get spooky, oh my god, she's so fun, or you can get spooky as in like really disturbing stuff that it's disturbing without being you know, real, but it's still sort of disturbing. Oh, Maho Tokai Precure starts out with a lot of Harry Potter stuff, and a sequel is coming up. I watched it last year and I loved it. Oh, okay, so that's the one, right? That's pretty fun. Because, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about Harry Potter. Harry Potter is kind of a weird subject right now because sometimes it's a little bit weird. It's a bit hard to separate the art from the author. So seeing stuff that it's similar but still their own thing is pretty fun. So I might watch that one afterwards. Different flavors of spooky. Yeah. I usually just rewatch Gravity Falls episodes during spooky season. Oh my god, I have to do that as well. It's so... Oh, I love Gravity Falls. Cryptid Lake is also pretty inspired by Gravity Falls because it's just that good. Oh my god. It's a Venezuelan guy. It was the better spooky channel in Lantern at least a few years. Dog Nightmares is pretty spooky for other people. I don't know what that is. Is that an ARG? It does have a very ARG sounding name. Yeah, the thing with ARGs is that for some people it may be a little bit too disturbing. That's why I'm saying, like, well, if you're looking for spooky channels, you kind of have to be careful, because I don't know your, you know, disturbing meter. I suppose that's what you can call it. Oh, Gravity Falls is amazing. Gravity Falls is amazing. And they also released a book the other day, the Book of Bill, and it was a pretty good book from what I've heard. It's just, if you love cryptozoology and conspiracy theories and everything like that, Gravity Falls is amazing. It's everything that you could ever want. Hello, Zodiac, welcome! Yes, Gravity Falls, 10 out of 10. Like 100 out of 10, honestly. It's so good. It's interesting because Gravity Falls was what made me so interested in cryptozoology and supernatural and stuff like that in the first place. I feel like that was probably the first one. Yes, please give it a try. It's probably like the best time to get into Gravity Falls because there are rumors that there might be another season coming up. It's just rumors, but if it's true, I would love that so much. Like, I would love if they were to do like a time skip season where it's actually like the amount of time that passed in the show is the same amount of time passed outside of the show in real life. And so if they were to do that, Mabel and Dipper would be like 25 by now, 24, 25. And that would be very interesting because I feel like they could do... Oh, another thing, if they were to do Gravity Falls, but like Fiona and Cake, where it's actually... where they take like a kids show and then they do like an adult animation version, that would be amazing because I feel like Gravity Falls would fit right in. That would be pretty good. Disney wouldn't do it though, I don't think. What's your channel about? Seems cozy. Okay, so my channel is art-based. I do character design videos and I do fun art videos as well. I do a lot of magical girl videos, so if you like that, you'll love it here. And that's about it. I also do sometimes video game streams, though I'm thinking of not doing it as much. And yeah, that's about it. I also have a comic called Cryptid Lake. I'm going to launch it this year. I'm almost ready to say the release date, but I'm waiting for the right time to do it. And that's about it. It's called Dog Show and it's made by Piggy Soda. You should react to it. Oh, is that... Oh, I need to see it. We hope to get another season. I hope so too. I would love to have another Gravity Falls season. Oh my god, and with all these years, Alex Hirsch would be so much better with ciphers. He could actually do like another ARG. Because he did one with the statue of Bill Cipher. And he could do another one if he were to make another season. Oh my god, it would be so cool. One thing that I would love to do someday is to go to America. Just to travel, just to do like a road trip and go through all the tourist traps. I would love that. I would love to go to Vortex, Oregon, which is the real life Gravity Falls. I would love that. Do you like anime? Yes, I love anime. I love anime. My favorite anime is pretty unknown. It's called Kiyo in Kyoto. I love it because it's pretty educational. I love Laid Back Camp, which is a slice of life, and I absolutely love magical girl anime like Precure, like Sailor Moon, like Cardcaptor Sakura, and everything like that. Voicing over art videos and stuff feels hard because my voice isn't soft or relaxing, so I worry about being too energetic or not energetic enough. You don't need to be too worried about that kind of stuff, because I also felt kinda weird when I started doing videos. And I felt like, oh, well, my voice is kinda like... maybe it doesn't have enough energy, maybe my accent is weird, maybe I shouldn't do it. And I ended up doing it, and I find that people... You'll always find people, regardless of your voice, regardless of your content, you'll always find people that love what you do. And you just have to do it. And I feel like I mean, it's a good time to try it. It's a good time to try it. Oh, also Life of Luxury has spooky videos. I need to watch that. You would go broke so fast here. It's so expensive here. Yeah, I imagine. It's one of those things that it's like a dream trip that I probably will never take. I love Laid Back Camp. Laid Back Camp, it's so good. They released a movie the other month, I think, and I've heard good things about it. I haven't had time to watch it though. One movie that I really enjoyed, and I wasn't expecting enjoying it as much, was the Ojamajo Doremi video for the 20th anniversary that they did, like the movie. I wasn't expecting it, but it actually came from, I don't know, I feel like they did a good job where they took the ages the fans would be at, and they made a character for each one of them. And I feel like that was so incredibly smart, because it did go to the core of problems that people around the age of the original fans, which I was part of. I was between the age of the youngest one and the middle one, and they were going through the same issues I was going through at the time. Or, well, not the same issues, but similar feelings, you know? So I resonated with that movie a lot because of that. My god, yes, do you know Sugar Apple Fairy Tale and fantasy anime? It's a fantasy anime. I don't know that one. I need to see that. Oh my god, my list of anime to watch is growing so long. It's so long because I want to rewatch a few anime that I've seen when I was a kid, and then some anime that I've heard it's really good and then I didn't get the chance of. Oh my god, it's growing so big, the list. God loves you and created you for great things. Keep improving our talents and always walk with him. Thank you. Oh, the Sugar Apple Fairy Tale is good. Thank you. Thank you, the Claudec. Claudec. Thank you. You really want to watch Made in Abyss, don't you? We can watch it next time we're together. Oh, welcome to Demon School, Hiruma-kun. It's cute and colors are pretty. I've watched a little bit of it. I like clips. I've watched clips online and it seems really, really interesting. I need to watch it. Kotaro Lives Alone is super cute but really sad if you like slice of life anime. Yeah, I've seen parts of Kotaro Lives Alone as well, and it does seem like a really sad one. I'm really curious about it, so I'll probably check it out. Dazai, we also have Sailor Moon to watch, so... do you plan on showing the rest of your portfolio process in your videos or Instagram? I'm very interested to see how it turns out. Of course, up to you. So, my idea would be to actually work on portfolio pieces during streams so that I could do everything. I could work, technically I could work on my YouTube channel, but I mean, yeah, everything that I want to post for my portfolio, I'll probably post on Instagram as well, and Twitter probably as well. Like, I have one piece of art that is, that I did, which is concept art as well for this project in particular, which is, like, a room. It's the room where it's Hazel and Canal's room, and I posted it on Twitter oh so long ago. I did post the turnaround for Canal as well, and 9, and the character sketches for both of them as well. I don't post that stuff on Instagram as much, like the pre-production stuff, but I do post it on Twitter. And on Kara as well. Also, do you plan to play some games live someday? Yes, I do play video games someday, sometimes live. And I did want to talk about that. I've been thinking about what I was going to do in terms of streaming during October, and I was thinking about doing a stream where we played Little Goody Two Shoes, which is a horror game that I really, really like. Are you an artist full-time? So, technically, yes, but I'm going to be, it's a bit complicated of an answer. I'm going back to school, so I'd say like part-time probably. It's really cozy here. Oh my god, wait, you should play the game. You should play the game Unpacking Life. It suits your videos. Oh, I haven't heard that one before. What's it about? Have you ever played Omori? Yes, actually part of the gameplay is in my channel. I didn't play it too far on here, and I haven't finished it yet, but I do like the vibes. I do feel like it might be a little bit too long. Like, I don't have that good of an attention span, so if the gameplay starts being more than like 10 hours, I start to get distracted. It's kind of worth it. If you have a small following on Instagram, I'm thinking about posting art there too, but I've heard mixed reviews. Well, I don't post on it as much. I do keep an eye on it. I haven't posted on it for a while. Kara still has some things that they need to fix, I feel like. But I mean, the fact that they are anti-AI, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for me. Like, I know that if I post stuff there, it's not going to be harvested for AI training and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, you get... There's a lot of people that are new there as well. So it's a good community, I feel like. It's about unpacking and moving from places. Oh, I know what's the video game, yeah. I was kind of spoiled though about the story, so I kind of feel like I don't know if I can play it that well. Unpacking stream would be nice. Maybe, we'll see. That's fair. Me too. To be honest, Omori was cool. Yes, Omori is amazing. But that's the thing, I kinda need a break from time to time because I feel like the game might be a bit too long for my attention span. Like, like, for example, I have like 25 hours on Pokemon Shield, and I took so long to beat Pokemon Shield because I got distracted. So my idea would be to lower the opacity of this line art so it kind of looks more faded. I also need to think about the values. So I'm thinking about keeping this part here kind of middle, and then this a bit darker, very dark, very dark. And then this and this are going to be the lightest parts of the piece. I tried to do that with the original one. As you can see, I tried. Didn't work very well. I did try to make like a good amount of... Can you see my cursor? Oh, maybe you can't. Well, I did try to add a lot of detail in the bushes. It's too undetailed. I'm definitely going overboard maybe, but it's fun. Thank you so much, Ali. Hailey? Okay. Catch. So my idea is doing the entirety of the drawing and the painting in black and white first, and then put color on top of it. Hello, James, welcome. Question, is portfolio like a commission website? No, so portfolios are a collection of your work where you then show it to people you want to work with. And that's basically it. It's just a collection of your best works. And because I want to work in my area, in like my, you know, in art, I need to do a really good portfolio with good variety and that shows good technique. And that's what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to do anyway with this. The lowered opacity for the background works really nicely, gives more focus on the characters and the flowers. Yes, that's exactly my intent. I'll need to see a few tutorials on this. Oh, sounds like a new website, yeah. But no, it's a pretty common thing to ask for. Usually when you want to have an internship in arts, or if you want to have a job, they usually will ask for your portfolio. And it doesn't really matter in which area of arts you're talking about, they're probably going to ask you for a portfolio almost every time. Another similar thing to a portfolio is called a demo reel, where it's usually for animations and things like 3D things, for example, where you show in a video format your works. I also have a demo reel. It's very old, but I do have it. Hello, Wonderboy! Welcome! Do you usually stream around this time? Would love to join next time too. So about that, because I'm starting school next week, I kind of want to see my schedule so I know when I can and can't stream. So I don't know when the next stream is going to be. I'll need to think about it. It depends how tired I will be after this one. Actually, we've been going for quite a while now. I should probably stop right about now. Okay, so do you have any advice on how to get rid of, say, self-hatred on your art after making it? I have been going through this always with my digital art. Okay, so because we're going to end the stream pretty soon, let's move into the lobby to talk about it. So the thing about not liking your art after you make it is that it's pretty common, and I feel it as well sometimes, and I can't really tell you tips about it because It's something that usually happens when you're growing, when you're getting like really, really good. Like you're getting better. And that's why you see all the problems in the art you just made. And it's something that it's eventually going to be... Hold on. Eventually, your skills are going to catch up to what your mind sees. So, I don't know. Just keep practicing, and I feel like it's going to work out eventually. It's just something that comes with being... It comes with the territory of being an artist, unfortunately. Probably, I suppose if you don't put as much pressure on your art, I feel like you're probably going to feel better about it as well. Because if you put too much pressure on yourself to make good art all the time, you'll probably start to develop these high expectations that are going to be very difficult to meet. So, I hope that helps. I know I wasn't super clear on it. To respond to such questions, I think I'd need a little bit of time to think about it. But I hope I was able to help anyway. I see. Also just started school. I'll be on the lookout for the next one. Thank you so much, Eily. I love your LC what? Thank you so much, Lunars the Space Star. Sorry for hopping off. Munchie. Oh, we're actually going to end stream for today. We're going to end it for today though. But thank you so much for joining anyway. It was really, really fun to be with all of you. Let me see the new one. For learning to like your art is such a journey. It is also completely natural to judge yourself. Just don't give in to it. Yes, absolutely. Just keep going. Never give up on it. The piece of advice is pretty comforting when you feel the worst about your art. You can remember that it's because you're currently improving. I had a lovely, cozy time. Thank you so much. We'll see next time how it's going to be. I haven't streamed in a long time, so I get a bit tired more often. The fact that the time here in Portugal, like the air quality is pretty bad right now. It's kinda... it's not the best time. But yeah, I'm going to finish up for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying with us. Stay hydrated. Stay cozy and comfy and safe. And until next time, bye!